Good afternoon, friends. I am Professor Sukruti Joshi from Department of Chemistry at Rai University, Ahmedabad. Today we are going to learn about alkenes and alkynes. What are they actually? So before we are taking some of the introduction of alkenes and alkynes, here we have to know that what are the aliphatic hydrocarbons. As we know that hydrocarbons are of two types, that is your aliphatic hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. So from that, here, what are aliphatic hydrocarbons? We are dealing with the aliphatic hydrocarbons, therefore we have to know that what are basically aliphatic hydrocarbons. So aliphatic hydrocarbons are hydrocarbons having no benzene rings. Aliphatic hydrocarbons can be divided into totally 4 parts, that is your alkanes, cycloalkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Now the classification of hydrocarbons can be done. You can say that this is the classification of hydrocarbon. Firstly, hydrocarbons can be divided, or you can say classified into main 2 parts, that is your aliphatic hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. Now aliphatic hydrocarbons can further be divided into another 4 parts, that is your alkenes, cycloalkanes, alkenes and alkynes. And aromatic hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons which are having benzene rings, but we don't need to know much more about the aromatic hydrocarbons here. Now first is your alkenes. So what are basically alkenes? Alkenes are the hydrocarbons that contain only single bonds. Alkenes are said to be saturated hydrocarbons because the hydrogen content is at maximum. And the general formula of alkene can be given by CnH2n plus 2. The names of alkenes all end in ane. You can say that, like when you are talking about methane, then it comes ane, methane, methane. Next is your butane, butane, ane will be suffixed after that. Like methane and butanes are gases, pentane to C17H36 are liquids, while C18 and H38 and higher are known as solids, are all solids basically. Now the physical properties of alkenes. So which are the characteristics by which we can analyze, or you can say by which we can know that this compound is an alkane compound. So here it is given physical property: they don't have any color, no color and no odor is present. Lower alkenes are generally in the gaseous form, middle alkenes are generally in the form of liquids, while higher alkenes are in the solid forms. Higher boiling point, higher molecular weight. Obviously, as they have higher molecular weight, you need much more energy to break down the bonds, therefore it has higher boiling point. Then branch chain, decreased surface area. As we know that long chain, higher surface area. Even number of carbons, higher melting point. As we know that this has higher one, and odd number of carbons has lower melting points. Higher density, higher molecular weight. Obviously the molecular weight will be high, the density will be high. Non-polar, soluble in organic solvent, higher molecular weight, decreased solubility. Now the first 8 members of your alkene series is written here. As we know that all satisfy the general formula of CnH2n plus 2, named methane. The first member of the alkene series is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane and octane. As we know that the molecular formula is given here, CH4, C2H6. As a way, it fulfills all the CnH2n plus 2 formula. So here just only write that, and here the condensed structural formula of all these alkenes are given. Now the structure of any of the compound can be written, or you can say the structure of any of the alkenes can be written in the 3 ways. First is your structural formula, that is here we are taking an example of ethane, which contains 2 carbons and 6 hydrogens. So here you can see the formula of ethane, that is the structural formula, a graphical representation of the way atoms are connected. Second one, another formula we can write is CH3, that is also a formula of ethane. It is a condensed structural formula. It saves time, space and are convenient to write. And third one, this is the ball model, ball and stick model, 3D model that can be built by students. You can see that whenever you have to explain something to the school students or to the higher school students, you have to show them to this 3D structure. Now models of 3 alkenes are given here, your methane, ethane and propane. Here methane, it can be written as like that. The full structural formula of methane is CH4, and the ball stick model can be written here like this: ethane, The structure is like this. The second is alkyl group. What is basically an alkyl group? An alkyl group contains one less hydrogen than that of the corresponding alkane. General abbreviation R is used for your alkyl group. For radical, an incomplete species or the rest of the molecule, it is denominated as the rest of the molecules. In naming the groups, the A and E dropped and YL is added. As we know that methane is converted to methyl. Your A and E will be changed to YL. Same way here to return that methyl. How can you write methyl? CH3 is the methyl. So here methane, that is your CH3, CH4. One less carbon, you have CH3 and it is named as methyl. Methane is converted to methyl. Same way ethyl. It has one less carbon than that of your ethane and it is known as ethyl. Now this group does not exist independently but occurs bonded to another atoms or molecules. It is just only written here, methane is converted to methyl group, that is your CH3, and one bond, or you can say one valency will be left which is bonded to any other compound. Next is ethane. Here also one hydrogen will be left and the bond will be free and that is bonded to any other compound. So it is written like that. It is incomplete, right? Therefore it is written like this. Now types of alkyl groups are there. It can be classified by the connection site. A carbon at the end of the chain, a primary alkyl group. A carbon in the middle of the chain is known as secondary alkyl group, and a carbon with 3 atoms or 3 carbons attached to it is known as tertiary alkyl group. Now they are written like this. Here it is primary carbon which is bonded to one carbon, one another carbon. Here this is secondary carbon which is bonded to another 2 carbons, and this is tertiary carbon which is bonded to another 3 carbons, and lastly the quaternary carbon which is bonded to another 4 carbons. R represents your alkyl group which contains carbons, therefore it is written like this only. Now IUPAC is a system of nomenclature for alkanes. How can we nomenclaturize our alkanes? So it is, the various rules are given here. The first one is identify the longest chain, it is known as the parent chain. Number from the end closest to the first branch. Then name the groups attached to the chain using the carbon number as the locator. Then alphabetize substituents. Use di, tri, etc. for multiples of some substituent. Combine number and number of substituent with parent name, separating with hyphens. Now how can we know that the longest chain? The number of carbons in the longest chain determines the base name, which is your ethane, whether hexane, whether pentane, whatever it is. If there are 2 possible chains with the same number of carbons, use the chain with the most substituents. Like here you can see that you are given one structure, or you can say you are given one compound. Here you can see that the longest chain will be, you can first calculate that this is maybe the longest chain, or other than that this also can be a longest chain. So here we are calculating like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And next is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Both have the same number of carbon atoms, but this chain has the most substituents. Therefore this is known as the parent chain, or you can say the parent, whatever, the parent sequence. Now we are taking one example that we have to find the longest continuous carbon chain. First of all, you are given one formula, and from that you have to find that firstly that which is the parent chain. So here we are numbering out, like as we calculate 1, 2, 3, 4. This is short one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It contains 5 carbons. Therefore we are taking this chain as our parent chain, and it is named as on the 3rd position the methyl group will be there. Therefore we are naming it as a 3-methyl pentane. It contains 5 carbons, therefore it is known as pentane. It contains methyl group, a substituent group at number 3, therefore it is known as 3-methyl pentane. Now alkenes. What are alkenes? After alkenes, the second one comes as the alkenes. Members of the alkene group have a double bond between 2 molecules or 2 carbon atoms. One hydrogen atom has been removed from the 2 adjacent carbon atoms, thereby allowing the 2 adjacent carbon atoms to form a double bond. Now general formula of alkene is CnH2n. Here 2 hydrogens are less than that of your alkane. As you know that the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. It begins with ethene. The first member of alkene series is ethene. You can say it also ethylene. It is written as C2H4. The whole formula is given here, or you can say the structural formula is written here, CC. You can see that 2 carbon atoms are there in between. Double bond will be there, therefore it is known as alkene, and 4 hydrogens are there. Now the members of alkene series, the first member is ethene, as we know that. From that continues ethene, propene, 1-butene, 2-butene, 1-pentene. Like that wise, as the branches are come, therefore the names of your alkenes will be varied according to that. Here the condensed structural formula is written. The physical properties of alkene. What are the physical properties of alkene? It is just written here. Carbon-carbon double bond changes the physical properties of the alkenes, as we know that at room temperature alkenes exist in all 3 phases, that is your solid, liquid and gas. First one, the physical state. Ethene, propene and butene exist as colorless gases. Members of the 5 or more carbons such as pentene, hexene and heptene are liquids. Then members of the 15 carbons or more are solids. This shows you as the numbers of the carbons will be increased, their melting point, or you can see that physical state will be changed according to that. Now density, alkenes are lighter than water. Solubility, most of the alkenes are insoluble in water, and alkenes are only soluble in non-polar solvent like benzene, ether, chloroform. Fourth one, the point is boiling point. It depends on the molecular mass, or you can say the chain length. As we know that as the chain will be increased, the number of carbons will be increased and the molecular weight will be increased, and therefore their boiling point, or you can say melting point, will be increased according to that. More intermolecular mass is added, the higher the boiling point. As we know that more mass, it requires much more energy to break it down, and therefore it has higher boiling point or higher melting point. Here depends on the packaging of the molecules. Alkenes have similar melting points to that of alkenes. Now nomenclature of alkenes. How can the alkenes be written? N suffix for the corresponding alkene is changed to ENE for alkenes, as we know that methane will be converted to, or ethane will be converted to ethene, propane will be converted to propene, butane will be converted to butene, pentane will be converted to pentane. So here it is just only write that a number preceding the name indicates the C atom on which the double bond starts. The carbon are numbered such as that the double bond has the longest number. For example, 1-butene and 2-butane. Here you can see that we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons in the chain. That is our parent chain, and your double bond will be at first position, right? So we have to write that 1-butene. 4 carbons are there, therefore they are known as butene. And there is a double bond at first position, therefore it is known as 1-butene. Same way here, the double bond is at the second position, therefore it is known as 2-butene. 4 carbons are there, therefore it is butane. But here your double bond will be there, therefore it is known as butene, and at second position, therefore it is known as 2-butene. In this way, any of the alkene compound can be nomenclaturized. Example is given to you, that is CH3, CH2. The structure is known as 3-methyl 2-pentane. Here you can see that the basic parent chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is? But we are taking from here. You can see that 3-methyl 2-pentene, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, second one contains double bond, therefore 2. Third carbon contains CH3, that is your methyl group, therefore it is known as 3-methyl 2-pentene. Now the next one is alkynes. What are basically alkynes? Members of the alkyne group. The third one from alkane, alkene and alkyne. The next is your alkyne. Alkynes, member of the alkyne group, have a triple bond between 2 carbon atoms. 2 hydrogen atoms have been removed from each of the 2 adjacent carbon atoms, thereby following the 2 adjacent carbon atoms to form a triple bond. General formula is CnH, 2n plus 2, 2n minus 2. Begins with ethyne, or you can say acetylene. The formula is C2H2. That is, the structure is written here, CC. You can see the 2 bonds are there, and in between the 2 You can see the triple bonds in between two carbon atoms here. Therefore, it is known as ethylene. Some members of the alkyne series is given here. First one is ethyne, as we know that. Second is propyne, 1-butene, 2-butene, 1-pentyne. Molecular formula is given and contains structural formula is given here. Now the physical properties of the alkynes are written, like as we know that physical property, first three members of alkyne are in the gaseous form, up to C8 carbonate liquid form, and more than 8 carbons it is in the solid form. Now colorless, they all are colorless, and except ethyne all are odorless. They are lighter than water, insoluble in polar and soluble in non-polar organic solvents. Melting point, boiling point, and they both are increases with the molecular mass. Now nomenclature, how can we nomenclaturize the alkyne? So here you can see that the parent chain will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you are written here 6 chloro. On the 6th number there is in chloro 1, or we are nomenclaturized here from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 chloro, 3, 3 here, 3, 3 dimethyl 4 octine, and here the second one is CH. Here you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore at the 4th position there is a bromo group, so 4 bromo, 5 methyl, 2 hexyne is given here. We are nomenclaturize it from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? So 6 carbons are there, therefore it is known as hexyne. Well, this is on the second one, therefore it is a 2 hexyne. Here you can see that on the 4th position there is a bromo group, so 4 bromo, and here on the 5th position it is a methyl group. So this is nomenclaturized as your 4 bromo, 5 methyl, 2 hexyne. Thank you.